Aloha mai, it's Kamakapili. We're standing here in the moku of Ko'olaupoko, pretty much on the borderline between the ahupua'a of Kailua and Kane'ohe, to talk about this stretch of road that lies behind me. That's a very prominent stretch of road here on Oʻahu, but carries an even more prominent name. Now, the road we're talking about is the one that goes that way, not the one that goes this way. But starting here or ending here, however you want to see it, this road travels through many different parts of our island, ending off in the ahupua'a of Halawa, which resides in the moku of Ewa. Now, the name of this road is Kamehameha Hwy, and it gets its name from none other than King Kamehameha. Now, in our history here in Hawaii, there are actually 5 kings who carry the name Kamehameha, starting off with Kamehameha the First, or nicknamed Kamehameha the Great. Also have the name Pae'a, one of many names that he carried. Then there's Kamehameha the Second and the Third, who are his sons, and Kamehameha the Fourth and the Fifth, who are his grandsons. But none carry such a story as magnificent as Pae'a himself, as before he was even born, he was prophesied to be that ali'i to defeat all other ruling chiefs throughout our islands and bring all of our people under one rule. So when he was born, there were already ali'i who wanted his head and end his life, because according to this prophecy, they were already scared that this little boy would be the one to defeat their lives. So it was in the year 1810 when Kamehameha made his way up to Oʻahu and had a battle known as Battle of Nu'uanu, which took place actually right up the street of where we're standing. That in his victory in this battle secured the power of our island of Oʻahu under his rule. And then later on down the road, the chief of Kauai, he's seen how Kamehameha has been so successful, so he actually didn't go into battle with Kamehameha. The island of Kauai had surrendered their sovereignty to King Kamehameha the Great because they didn't want any bloodshed of his people. And by doing so, came to fruition of this prophecy that King Kamehameha would eventually unite all the people under one rule, the Kingdom of Hawaii. Now, King Kamehameha the Great was an amazing ali'i, where he would work side by side with his people. He wasn't one of those that kind of stood on a pedestal looking down. He worked side by side with them. But as much as I'm so proud, and there's a lot of people who put Kamehameha on such a pedestal, just know that there are some families who don't look at him that way. You got to imagine that these families have ancestors who were defeated and killed because of what King Kamehameha had done. So not all people do look at him at that sense. However, you know, at the end of the day, where we're standing today, in our history, would never have been able to accomplish or gone where we gone through or get to where we are today if it wasn't for King Kamehameha doing what he did and accomplishing all the accomplishments that he did. So, did you know? Now you do.